Are you at a studio for your podcast, or are you?
We shoot at my producer's apartment or house.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
A house in LA.
I know.
Oh.
I mean, but look at this. This is. I mean, they live like there's like 4 of them in one house. So
All right.
it's it's not.
Well, it's still awesome.
And they definitely don't own it. So
I saw on the news that they're just every day actually on the news. It seems like they talk about how impossible it is to buy a house out here.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of the news, I don't know if this will come out way after it, but maybe I'll skip it. Did you see the why am I messing? I have to say the Dalai Lama tongue thing?
The tongue thing.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
It was
so weird.
So weird.
What a weird request.
Yeah. As a female, I've never got that request from a man.
I mean, I've definitely done it to my girlfriend at one point, just for fun.
Yeah,
just
like
for
playing
funsies.
around.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
But he asked, who do you ask? Like
a little boy.
That's so weird. That's some Tom Brady stuff.
It is some Tom Brady stuff. Also weird.
Yeah.
If anyone listening doesn't know, the Dalai Lama asked maybe like a 5 or 7-year-old boy the other day to suck his tongue, and he just stuck his tongue out. And then the boy did it because he was probably so confused.
Yeah.
At that age, I guess, I probably would have sucked his tongue.
I don't know. I don't know about all that. But
you don't think you would have done it?
No, I don't think so. That's not something, as a kid, that's not something I think about that I want to do. You know
not that I would want to.
Yeah, I don't. Even at that age, I think I'd be like, that's weird.
See, that's the difference between a woman and a man. We're like, okay. And then guys are like, no. I haven't posted
the chair
is
actually
yet.
So comfortable. Like throughout the pod, I've just been slowly
good. Sinking into it. Kind of I just got him. Wayfair.
Ooh. What's the name of this? Some human traffic kid or whatever?
Yeah, it's kind of sad. We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
That was such like a big thing, and then it was literally just like. Did you hear what happened with that?
No.
So the people called out Wayfair or accused them of human trafficking, and the names of their furniture were people's names. So they were thinking that's code name for if you buy, say this chair's name is Drew.
What?
Right, the Drew or whatever is the chair. Then they would be like, oh, that's a code name for they're selling a kid named Drew. Because it would be the prices were outrageous on some of the
way.
Yeah, I think there was a whole thing, and they were some people even put up missing person flyers or whatever of new clippings of in magazines or newspapers or whatever, and they'd be like, see, this person's missing, and that has the same name as, and it was weird because there was actually a bunch, and they weren't common names. It wasn't they were kind of ethnic ass names.
What the fuck?
So there was a weird. It was very weird that some of the name some of it lined up to where you could kind of be like, oh shit, that might be a thing, and it got some people, and then Wayfair's what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god!
It was literally just what? And then a lot of the people that were posted of went missing, they were hey, no, I'm not missing, I'm home.
What?
Yeah, it was a huge thing.
Oh my god, who started that?
I don't know, but people came out who were missing but ended up being found, were hey, that's not me.
Oh my god,
I'm fine. It was so strange.
That's It's kind of funny now that we know it's not real.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Weird rumor.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's not true because I really like Wayfair.
Yeah, me too.
And these chairs. Did you think of your weekly wiener?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, does it have to be this week or just like
no,
in
any
general?
wiener that you've ever come across your entire life.
Okay. Explain to me what it is again.
All right, the weekly wiener is a thing in general.
Okay.
Or a specific incident
Okay.
or person
Okay.
that just grinded your gears so much that made you angry or bugged you. It bugged you more than you should have, or just anything that annoyed you.
Okay, sure. So I get mine. This happens a lot, and I don't know who to put the blame on. I have no idea. I don't know if it's the architect of my building that I live in or the door dashers not paying attention. So I don't know who. I guess I don't know who to blame, but so I'm constantly getting my packages and my food delivered to the wrong house.
Oh no!
All the time, and I guess the door dashers can pay attention a little more, but also it could be the building person just because I live in like my complex it looks like one thing, but it's actually split in the middle. So it's like if you were to say this like your building, if it was just like it's one building, but it's split in the middle and has two different addresses.
Okay.
So
that's how my old building was. Like the front was 8-7 and the back was 8-9. Like 1987, 1989.
Yeah, mine is split in like the middle, not front and back, but like
okay,
like
hot dog style.
Right, and I'm basically, and next to me is 110 and mine's 116, and my apartment. I'm looking at another apartment with the same number.
Oh.
So like I don't want to say my apartment.
Yeah. Your number
like,
7.
My number is like 35, and then I'm looking at 35 across the way.
Why would they do that?
I don't know why.
It's like a butterfly, not a hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So like every day, my packages are getting sent to the other 35 all the time, or my food's going over there.
So do they get your stuff?
Yeah, but usually I catch them before whatever, because the dasher will be like, take that photo of like it was delivered.
Like, and that is not mine.
Every time I see the photo, I get so hot. I'm like, that's not my house.
You see their floor mat. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. But sometimes they have taken it, and they're like, I'm not gonna knock on their door.
Your neighbors have taken it?
They're technically not my neighbors. I mean, they are technically, or I don't know. They're, I guess,
across
but they live in a separate building technically, but I can see them.
Damn.
It's so weird.
So you'll look out and you'll just see it like on their mat. You're like, that's mine.
Yeah. All the time. Packages too. Like me and my roommate, we have the worst like delivery problems. Because sometimes it's like expensive like equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
To their house.
Totally.
And sometimes we don't see it.
That would be just full panic. Because people will just, there's those porch pirates, they call them.
Yeah.
So you have to wonder, like, did someone steal it, or is it at the damn neighbors?
Yeah. And I think it's the architect's fault. Now that I think about it, because I have 2 front doors.
Really?
And that bugs me. Because I have 2 front doors that just lead to the same place.
Weird.
But they're like on, so there's a front door, the front door right here. It's the front door here, and then there's windows, like big windows, and then another door here. So it's like this, and they lead to the same place.
I get it. There's no
2
point.
different stairs.
There's no point in that.
There's no point. And then I can't put things in front of the other door.
That's what I was just thinking.
For fire reasons. So I just have a bunch of like this weird space.
Damn.
That makes no sense.
What the hell? Is it an old building? I mean, all the buildings out here are old.
I'm guessing it feels old. It doesn't feel like and whoever lived there before definitely had kids. Because my room all the. I mean, I could fix it, but all the like light switches are like dinosaurs and like seashells.
I wouldn't change that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. The other day I was driving around, and I always think of dumb things.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, there's like, these ugly buildings we were passing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know buildings aren't permanent. You can knock them down. But I was just thinking, like, these architects are like, they build this bullshit thing.
Right.
And it's there for either forever or for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like a small mistake forever.
Yeah. Like yeah, it's so interesting. Like a lot of old theaters are now like Urban Outfitters.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's this one theater in like, I forget where it's at, somewhere in LA, but it's also like a shoe palace now.
Oh.
So it's so weird. All these like weird buildings just.
That's kind of sad that it's a shoe palace.
Yeah. I saw one theater, it's like a dentist's office now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like going to the movies?
I do, yeah.
I used to. I mean, I still do, but the quarantine, I still haven't gotten back in the swing.
Sure.
But I got my movie pass.
Great.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
But the Vista Theater in Los Feliz, did you ever go there?
No.
Oh, it's the coolest old theater. Just one big theater. I guess it used to be like a sex brawl or something before it was a theater. So, good vibes in it.
Okay.
And the ceilings, and it's just like really cool.
Yeah.
But I think word on the street, Tarantino bought it, which would be great to save it. But it's been it just still closed. It never reopened.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I've never been, but hopefully it'll come back.
Yeah.
Or I haven't really explored LA that much because I'm kind of still newish here.
How long have you been here?
Well, technically I moved here September 2019, but then we shut down. And then once we started back up, it was just like, oh, do shows. So all I do is just like show stuff, like comedy stuff, and then I haven't really like explored. Like, I have like my coffee shop I go to.
That's good.
And stuff like that, but I haven't like really walked LA that much.
I didn't think about that because when you first find out everything is when you first move, because you have that like newbie green like energy about it all, but you kind of just missed that.
Yeah. I moved and I was only here for like 5 months. And I was like on the road and stuff, so I didn't really do anything until probably we opened. But even then, like now I'm like going to just random like parts of town. Like I didn't Larchmont Village.
I love Larchmont.
First time I went was yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Just 50 coffee shops. There are so many coffee shops.
Went to a little dog store over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
I'm fostering one right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
But is it like sad that you're gonna have to get rid of it?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, because the dog's like cool, but I also know like this dog definitely would like a better place, because my place isn't that big.
Yeah.
But it's like definitely one of those working dogs.
Yeah, it needs to be in big spaces,
like a yard or something.
Yeah.
But she's cool, great dog, fun, learning a lot, and I'll probably get a dog.
So you test the waters.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would just be nervous that a dog would be wild.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a German Australian Shepherd.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Very scary looking though.
Does it have bright blue eyes?
It has yellow eyes.
Yellow eyes?
Yeah. It looks like a wolf. People on the street ask if it's part wolf.
What?
Yeah. Because it looks like a German Shepherd, but it has the Australian Shepherd color. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, I want to see. And then I'll add a photo in it. I've never seen a dog with yellow eyes.
Yeah, she looks very intimidating.
Wow.
Like when we're walking on the street, people are like kind of either like, oh, that's so cool, or they walk like the opposite.
Let's see. Aww. You can't see the eyes in this photo, but she totally looks like a wolf.
Yeah.
When I first moved to LA, because I have ditzy moments a lot, I realized I was calling wolves werewolves. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're like gold.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see. I'll add it.
She's scary.
But I'm guessing she's sweet.
She's very sweet. She's very sweet.
Wow. Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah.
I sometimes would be creeped out by the blue eyes, like bright blue eyes on
a dog.
dogs.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
Yeah. It looks too real.
Yeah, I don't like that. Now that I live near Runyon, I've been going to Runyon a lot.
Sure.
And I never went before because that's like the Paris Hilton, like celebrity hike, and I avoid that stuff.
See, I haven't done any of the hikes out here.
Really?
Done any?
I think Griffith is the best.
Okay.
Runyon's the most popular.
Okay.
And then there's Fryman in the valley.
Is Griffith the one where it's like off Los Feliz or something? Okay.
That's the one. Are you over there?
I'm in Glendale.
Okay. Yeah, so you're that way. So Griffith would be the closest.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. I've chilled at like where all like the people chill at like the bottom.
Yeah,
like
near the bear statue.
Yeah.
That's where I just moved from.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was there for like 10 years.
Yeah, that's a nice area. Those houses are crazy.
I know. They're so nice.
I heard Justin Bieber lives over there.
Really?
Yeah. In like the gated ones.
For some reason, I thought that he would live like in Malibu or one of those.
Maybe both.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Wait, so I don't even know where you're from. You said if you just moved here, where?
Oh, Bay Area.
If you just moved here, you have to be from somewhere. Bay Area.
Yeah. Bay Area.
That's not bad then.
No, it's pretty similar. Like it's not that different than here. Here it's surprisingly a lot cheaper, which I
wow.
like,
I guess I did know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the morning news, I still learned that too.
You watch the morning news?
I watch KTLA sometimes.
Wow, you get up that early?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I watch it because they're like so goofy.
Right.
It's kind
I've
of
never seen it.
It's like you're watching Anchorman.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
It's so funny.
Okay.
But then you're laughing and they're really bad at their jobs, although they're good at their jobs.
Who's the hosts?
I don't know their names.
Okay.
I should.
Mm-hmm.
I took a break though because it got dark. And I just started, the news gets too dark sometimes. Yeah. Even KTLA.
Okay.
But I'm back on the wagon.
Okay.
Because otherwise, Dalai Lama would have never known he was sucking tongue and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
I guess
that's where I get all my news from right now. It's just puberty posts.
Yeah, right.
I
follow that too. It's like the what was that magazine like parents would read? My mom would always read the X, the EX.
I don't remember.
The fake
I think
one.
I know what you're talking about.
It was like every grocery store line. It was all just lies, and that's exactly what that reminds me of.
I remember that.
But it's so fun.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what is real? Is Jennifer Aniston married again or pregnant or
Whoa,
what?
Is that a thing?
No, but that's been the cover for like 10 years.
Okay. Yeah, true.
That and that missing girl with the blonde hair that's somehow still on the cover.
The what?
There's like that missing girl who went missing like 20 years ago.
Oh, Benet Ramsey?
Why is she's
What's
still
her
on
first name?
Manganese?
What?
She's still on magazine covers.
Yeah. Well, because there's like a whole thing where they think Katy Perry is her.
What?
Yeah.
I did not see this.
There's a lot of like conspiracy theories on some people say that she's like Katy Perry or like Zoe or someone they think she's alive and is like a famous actress.
That is crazy. Mm-hmm. And I'll look into that later. Mm-hmm. Last night I was hanging out with Audrey and she said, I never knew this. We got into a Taylor Swift talk.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that Taylor Swift, there's rumors that she's gay or bi.
Okay.
And that all of her lyrics talk about it.
Interesting.
I listened to so much Taylor Swift. That shows just like how little I've listened to the actual.
Yeah, I don't think I've listened to. I mean, all I've heard is like radio stuff, but I don't think I've ever deep dive into Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure there's a conspiracy saying that Taylor Swift is, what's her name? Joan Benet?
That Taylor Swift is too?
Yeah.
So Taylor, Katy Perry, or Zoe Deschanel?
Just like a lot of any famous woman
with blue eyes.
Yeah. Is a grown-up version of whatever.
Weird. Yeah. How have I missed this?
I mean, it's a pretty big one. Like people talk about it.
Not on KTLA.
No.
It's not on KTLA.
Yeah.
I need to get with the times. What else am I missing? That's the question.
Do you see the Gwyneth Paltrow thing?
Yes.
That was fun. I followed the whole thing.
I didn't get too into it, but a guy sued her for skiing.
Well, they hit
accident.
each other. It was like an accident. It was like normal
and
skiing type shit.
It was like a long time ago, right?
Yeah, a couple years ago. And then he sued her for whatever you sue people for, in injury things. And he basically, it was just like a cash grab. Like he found out, like he probably wasn't gonna sue until his friend said that was like a very famous person. So the trial was it was like funny. It was very, it wasn't that like interesting. Like it wasn't that it wasn't crazy at all because it was just like a skiing accident. It wasn't like
no mysterious,
no murder or anything like that, or
boring.
You know, it was just like a silly accident, and the guy basically lied, and his lawyer was fangirling over Gwyneth Paltrow.
Really?
Yeah, there was like there's a it was so funny.
No way.
There's a clip on wherever on YouTube where this girl is like, "Oh, your hair looks so cool," or something like that. Like, what do you do to it? And then she just like answering.
His lawyer said that to Gwen.
Yeah.
To Gwen.
Yeah. When she was supposed to be like questioning her, she was like, "Oh, you're so cool."
What?
Yeah, it was very funny. It was silly.
I missed it.
Yeah.
I only read about it.
It was a very wholesome trial.
Wow. And then I heard that she like $1. Something about $1.
Sued. Well, technically, she sued for $1, and then her legal fees. So it's still gonna be a lot of money for the guy. But it's the legal fees on top of just like $1.
Yeah.
So $1 is like hell yeah. But I'm guessing, I don't know how much legal fees go for, but it'll probably be in like the thousands. Still.
I'm sure it's a lot. Wow. Well, hopefully that'll teach other people by don't do some dumbass like shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Or his main thing, his downfall was like his text message, like all text messages and emails are receipts, you know? So you can't just be, he was saying like, "Oh, a famous person hit me and stuff like that, so I'm gonna like sue," basically. So they use that against him, you know.
So his friends must have sent that in, right?
I think that they had to like.
Oh wow.
He had to forfeit.
Damn.
Like, I mean, evidence, you know. So he lost.
Well, sucker. That's messed up.
It is. It's also super embarrassing for him.
Yeah, she was in the news. Also, I saw about her diet. I keep forgetting to look it up. But
what is it?
I guess people were giving her shit about her saying her diet was like bone broth, like so she doesn't eat enough. Bone broth is good for you.
Yeah, I thought that's fine.
I know people are just, she's okay. She's probably just like, leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that tastes great. That like bone broth is like incredible.
Yeah, they say it's good, like really healthy, and also. As a celebrity, you kind of, you don't have to be really skinny, right. But they have the pressure to be it. So just let her be.
Yeah, I mean, she looks good.
She looks great.
Yeah, let her do whatever she wants. She's drinking blood. Let her do it.
Yeah, let her have blood. Who knew we were going to talk about Gwyneth Paltrow?
I know. Yeah.
That's fun, though. We were saying how we don't think, Matt and I were talking about this. We talked about this on here. How like Shallow Hal would never be made these days.
Right.
They would be like canceled.
Right. Yeah. That is a bad movie now that you bring that up.
Great movie, but yeah.
Was it good? Did it do good?
Yeah, I remember it being really good, but I guess I should rewatch it and see if it holds up.
I think I rewatched it and I was like, no, this is awful.
Oh, okay. Then I just need to rewatch it.
I mean, Jack Black is great, but the jokes in it were like awful. Like his best friend was like the worst person. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was
George.
Yeah, I know.
Or whatever. And
he had a tail.
He did. He had a tail, but he was like. He was so awful in that movie and had no right to be awful. You know what I mean?
They pretty much took his character from Seinfeld and said, be the worst version of that you can think of.
Yeah, they were like, hey, be the guy from Seinfeld, but also just hate women.
Yeah, a lot. It was like her feet. There was like a feet scene. She had like multiple toes. Yeah.
That movie's bad. I mean, it was probably funny. Like, it was funny the last time I watched it, but it's also like, yeah, you definitely can't do that right now.
Yeah, no. Man.
Unless you...
Roll reverse it?
Yeah. Let's roll reverse it.
I don't like this guy. That's a joke that one of my jokes that's been like, that just has been there with you for like 10 years that just never...
Yeah.
You're like, oh, but I have one. I'll bring it back. But I think it's just so funny how like a fat dude can be, or overweight dude, and he could put on a beard, like, and he's with a hot girl, can get away with it.
Right.
But like a fat woman, and then the funny joke that I thought was funny 10 years ago was like, with a beard wouldn't be acceptable.
You mean in a circus?
Maybe in a circus. Yeah.
That's still a thing, I think, right?
Totally. I feel so bad when I see women with a lot of facial hair. That shit sucks.
I don't know. How often are you seeing that?
I've seen it a good amount.
Okay.
I mean, like enough to think about it.
My girl right now does, but it's like the blonde, like.
Oh no,
fuzz.
I have the peach fuzz. Yeah. I'm a big peach fuzz. I'm Italian, so I'm furry as all hell. I started doing the micro planing. It's pretty much like a girl way to say you're shaving your face, and it's to pretend like you're not doing the hair.
Yeah.
They say it's for the skin.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much lying to yourself to add more benefits. But there was a TikToker that bullied me, and they're like, "Nice beard."
Aww.
And I was like, "Oh, the 5-year-old made fun of me. I gotta get rid of it."
Was it just some kid, random kid?
Just some random little kid during the quarantine, and I was like, "Yeah, no." But yeah, that's the kind of beard I have.
Okay, yeah, those are. I don't mind.
No, it's totally. We're fine. Allowed to have hair on our face too. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
But they can't get rid of that with like laser or something, because blonde hair, you can't laser.
Why?
I guess the technology doesn't work for blonde hairs.
I didn't know the color made a difference.
It does. It has to be darker hair.
Wow.
Bullshit.
That's so. I wonder what the science is behind that.
I don't know. They need to step up their game.
So if you have like, is it just facial hair blonde or
blonde any hair? Because I went to get laser.
So, really?
And I couldn't do like at first like my arm hair.
Okay.
Because it was too light.
Okay.
And I was like, you got to get rid of this.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
W for the blondes out there. Oh wait, no, that's an L.
That's an L.
That's an L. Yeah.
Or maybe it is a W because they have blonde hair and it's not. It's not black.
Right.
So it's a win and a loss at the same time.
I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if you put a light on it. But my facial hair is red.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. Like, it's super weird. I don't know, and I don't know why.
It does have like it is red. It's like a dark red.
I don't know why.
Weird. I have some red in my hair too. Like, is it brown hair? But you're looking like some lighting, and it's like there's red.
Yeah. But I'm an Asian guy. I don't know why I have red facial hair.
No one in your family?
Nah.
Wow, you're special.
I don't know why. It's so weird.
You're gonna have just little ginger babies.
That'd be so fun. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. They say they think gingers are going to die off.
They've been saying that for years.
That's true.
Yeah. And they're still around.
They're still around.
I can't wait.
For them to die off? We don't need them?
No.
I have my mom's mom is, what you could also call a grandma.
Yeah.
My mom's mom, she's a redhead, so there's a chance I could have little ginger babies. Does it work? It works like that, right? As long as like someone.
I don't know science like that.
Me neither.
Yeah. I think if just someone has it in there's always gonna be a chance.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember those like Punnett squares that you do in science class?
No.
Okay,
for the genetics?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of remember like them doing like eye color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would work with that too.
Huh.
I think.
Oh man.
But shout out to the redheads out there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for calling you a ginger.
Summer's coming up. Put on that sunscreen.
You'll be okay. Just don't forget your umbrella. I can't wait for summer.
Me too.
I love the heat.
Yeah. Me
too. Bring it on.
Yeah.
This gloomy shit. I don't know.
I like both.
I do like.
I'm from San Francisco.
Yeah, so you're more used to it.
I like it a lot.
I'm from Florida, so I'm used to the rain.
I thrive in layers. The fits look good.
I like the sun. Burn me up. Burn me. But I do like rainy days because you need a break. And it forces you to just like chill for a second.
Yeah. And LA doesn't get too hot.
No. It's nice.
It's not like Arizona where it gets great. How's it in Florida?
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's real hot.
And it's wet.
And humid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's only good when you're on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just a nasty, sweaty little thing. That's the state motto. Nasty, sweaty little thing. I always forget to say my guest name.
Oh, yeah.
So we made it halfway with me remembering Andrew Orolfo.
Hey, what's up?
I said it correctly, right?
No.
Oh, fuck. How do you say your last name?
Orolfo.
Orolfo.
Yeah.
Orolfo.
The easiest way is to, it's oral.
Oral?
And then fo.
Orolfo.
Perfect.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, well.
It's the easiest way.
We all learned it together.
Yeah.
So did you think of... So the whole reason I did this podcast and why it's a comedy podcast is because I just love how we get to turn our ups and downs of lives into jokes. It's the best thing ever. Not everyone gets to do that. So I think it's fun to talk about like a moment in life that you made into a joke and then a moment that you haven't yet or you tried and didn't work or just two different life scenarios.
Sure.
I guess it's not a scenario, but
just like anything that like bad happened, or
yeah, it could be anything you want to talk about.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, like how like a miserable moment or an embarrassing moment.
Oh sure. For one that I have done bits about. One time I got hit by a car.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
walking.
Yeah, I was walking or I was skateboarding, and then and it was like I got hit by a car, and I did a bit about it. That's pretty much it.
Wait, tell us what happened. So you're just skateboarding.
Oh yeah, so I was just like skateboarding like to up like just using it as like transportation, and I got hit by just like a car. He was paying attention.
Was it bad?
Right? No, not really. It looked worse just because the way he hit me, I was like pushing, and my foot was up, and he hit the back of my foot. So my shoe fell off. It like flew across the thing. So it looked worse than it did, but I was just like, he just hit it at an angle to where. Yeah.
Did he freak out, like jump out of the car, or just keep going?
He like rolled down his window, and then I was just like, it's okay, because I was a kid, I was sturdy at the time, so I could just walk it off.
Yeah, be different now.
Yeah. But like a bit that something happened where I haven't found it, how to make it funny yet was, it's more embarrassing for the person that I did this to, but
that's good though.
Yeah. But one of my friends was really drunk one night, and I have like hood ass friends like back in the Bay Area, and he's still the same. So shout out him. But he was really fucked up one night, and he lived kind of far from where we're at, and he was like too drunk to drive. So I was like, I'll buy you an Uber. And the Uber was like, I don't know, almost $80.
Oh shit.
And I was like, well, I'm your friend, so I'll do it. And then I get him the Uber. He leaves. I wake up in the morning, and I see the charge on the Uber was only like $7.
What?
I was like, okay, cool.
Sure. A lot better than 80 something.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And then shortly after, I get a call from like our friend that was with us that night, and was like, hey, what's his face is in jail.
Oh no.
Right now. And I was like, oh shit, like what happened? I was like, I got him the Uber, and then I looked, and then the Uber only went maybe a mile.
Oh
before
no.
They kicked him out. So what happened was he had a gun. He had a gun, and just for fun, he rolled down the window of the Uber and started shooting outside.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's why he went to jail.
Yeah. The Uber driver must have been shitting their pants.
Yeah.
Confused and terrified.
Yeah. And then he eventually got out. They just confiscated his gun or whatever. But my Uber score never went down, and I didn't get charged. So I was like, oh, that's fun.
Oh yeah, that is good. You would have thought you could never take an Uber again.
As soon as I heard what happened, I thought I was gonna be banned.
Totally. And then you'd be like, it wasn't me, and they're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, technically, it wasn't me, so I guess I don't know if it affected my friend's Uber score because technically I didn't do anything. But
I doubt it because they probably don't even have his information. They're probably just happy they're alive. They're like, actually, let's not give a bad review to the person with the gun.
True. That's oh my God. See, that's how we write the bits.
Yeah, there we go.
That's how it goes.
Damn. And you're still friends? This is still a good friend?
Yeah. I'm still friends with the dude.
That's funny. They probably like the joke then if you made it into something.
Once I figure it out,
yeah.
I think you helped. You helped,
cool.
Definitely. Yeah, I've only tried it once, and it was just me talking through it, and it wasn't that funny. But hopefully soon.
It's definitely a good visual. You can see. I didn't see it coming either. A gun.
Yeah.
You do a lot of dumb things drunk in an Uber. You'll puke in it. I've totally, because I have an overactive bladder, I have peed, like passed out, like on the drive home and peed people's cars, which I feel really bad about. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
They don't know?
I've never gotten a fee.
I mean, shout out to whatever pants you're wearing.
I think what it is.
What is it? The
moisture whipping, like what do those gym pants say?
Yeah. Oh.
Moisture absorbent. Yeah. I think the only saving grace is what I've realized. It's been a while since I've done that, but in college I definitely.
Okay.
And I'm definitely past college, but it's been a minute. Recently, no.
Right.
I noticed that pee is like just like not pee. It's just like because I pee so much when I'm drinking that there's no like urine left in it. It's just like a probably beer, or it's like clear and doesn't have a smell. It's just
I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure it's pee.
But it's not strong pee. That's like a girl saying her farts don't smell. Like my pee.
Strong pee?
My pee smells like flowers. It's not a very. It's like a clear.
It doesn't matter what color it is. If it's coming out of your body like that,
it's okay. It's pee, but it's beery pee.
Okay, that's more gross.
It is. It depends on what beer. Like all beer.
But I mean, you haven't gotten caught yet, so good for you.
No.
Yeah.
One of my favorite jokes is that I also peed a Spirit airline flight on my way back from Vegas.
Are you okay?
No, I have an overactive bladder. I'm totally not okay.
I was like, this seems like a lot.
But it's always like when I'm drinking.
Sure.
So like that flight was leaving Vegas wasted.
Yeah.
And I blacked out. I don't remember getting on the plane on.
Why? Well, that's wild.
21st birthday makes it any better.
Makes sense. Yeah.
All these stories were like college, 21. Yeah. It was younger.
Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine getting on a plane drunk right now. I'd be miserable.
Yeah, no.
I gotta. Ugh, no.
You don't even want to have a cold. My mom was just in town and she was freaking out because she had really bad allergies from being here after being in Florida, and she was like, I cannot have sinus issues on this plane. She was so scared her head was gonna just explode midair.
Yeah, I mean, those are the worst. I've had that for sure too.
I don't want it.
Because you can't escape. You can't do anything. You just kind of have to. Because I get embarrassed really easily.
Yeah, so do I.
If I have any trouble on the plane, I'm like, I hate myself. And I feel like the person next to me knows that I'm going through something, and I'm like, don't let them know.
Yeah.
Don't let them know you're dying right now.
Do you blush? I blush really bad.
No, I don't blush.
I turn bright red, and so I can't hide it, which is the worst. And I'll get like...
When you drink or just in general?
When I'm like nervous or embarrassed.
Yeah.
When I drink, I will get like little red blotches on my chest. And like my ears will get red. But when I'm like, yeah. When I'm nervous, I blush the hell out.
When I'm nervous, I just like don't talk. I just like avoid the situation. I say I'm sorry, and then I go do something.
That works. Just see yourself out.
Yeah.
The other, it was like 6 months ago, but we were flying and Matt turned bright red because he like forced close the overhead bin and he broke it.
Oh my God.
And they had to go on the loudspeaker. They had to stop the plane from taking off. They had to get maintenance to come tape it. They had to take out everyone else's
so bad.
everyone else's bags who were in there, take them out and move them.
Yeah.
It was
strong boy.
Yeah, I mean, what a strong man. It was like a never ending, just piling on scene. Yeah. And he was so embarrassed. Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. That's really funny though. He should have been like, "Hey, put me in the emergency exit. I could definitely open that door. Yeah, I'm so strong."
That same flight, or was it the same trip? There was a one of our flights. We were bouncing. We had like it was for shows, so we had all these random ass flights, Spirit, all the crap.
Right.
And the Spirit flight, it was the first time he flew Spirit. We were in front of the exit row. And I felt bad. There was like a homeless guy behind us.
On a plane?
I've never seen it before on a plane. I know.
Okay.
And he smelled so bad. And I was like, fuck. This is a long, like, it was like 4 hours.
Right.
I was like, oh no. I mean, I'm happy I'm not next to him. Nothing against the guy, just the smell.
Yeah.
And I was like, here we go. But because it was an exit lane, they ended up moving him. Because when they asked, like, everyone, can you help assist? He was like, yeah. And then very confidently. And then they were like, he can't help.
Why?
So they moved him. I think there was like stuff wrong with him.
Okay.
But because of the exit lane, I don't know, they moved him.
Right.
And saved my nose.
yeah, that's good. That's so strange. How did a homeless guy get on a plane?
I shouldn't say homeless, but he seemed homeless. Okay. Or unhomed.
Right.
As they say now. I just caught on to that one. Have you? Yeah. That's the new.
That's what I've heard.
Unhomed. But yeah, it was something.
Yeah. I haven't really had anything like that. I mean, I was me and my friend took a mega bus.
What's a mega? Just a big bus?
It's just like a big bus that takes you from like Northern California, a big place like Northern California to Southern California.
Okay.
Or like it'll go state to state, so it's like cheaper than a plane.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it takes like 3 times as long. But at the time, me and my friend were super broke.
Yeah, worth it. You could do it.
Yeah, and we had like sitting next to us this girl. She was dressed like like she was ready to go to bed. She had like pajamas on. But she was like coughing so much, and then she had like a bunch of stuff in her bag, and her bag fell over, and like just the biggest glass bong just falls out of the thing, and like these crazy like stripper heels.
Oh yeah, wait, we're on her or out of the bag?
Out of the bag.
It's the bong and stripper heels.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Why are you on a bus? Where are you headed?
Also, shouldn't you have money with those babies?
Yeah. That was so weird. And then my friend who was sitting next to her ended up getting really sick.
Oh.
She was probably like super sick.
Damn, that
he
sucks.
Got like the flu. It was really funny.
It totally sucks.
I was only 1 seat over and I was fine.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It sucks when you travel and you get sick. Every time. It's like a curse.
Yeah, no, it's the worst.
Do you think it's because it's like we freak out that we might get sick, that we make ourselves sick?
Yeah, I think it's that, but it's all like COVID made it so much worse. Because now like every time I get sick, I'm like, God damn it, I got COVID or something.
Yeah.
And COVID was never that bad for me. Like I got it like 3 times and it was just like.
3 times?
Yeah, and it was just like the sniffles.
Yeah.
I like. It was totally fine. Every time I got it, I wasn't sick. Like it didn't feel worse than a cold. And then I got just the regular flu, and I thought that was the worst thing I've ever been through.
Damn. So I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I had COVID or the flu because I sent in my lab result. This was before we had like tons of free ones.
Sure.
And I was like, I thought I was so smart. I was like, I'm going to go to East Hollywood and just go to like find a walk-up one, be no line. I did it. Mm-hmm. And then I never got the results.
Okay. Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just never got them.
Cool.
They lost it or something.
Yeah, yeah, I got COVID a few times and it wasn't that bad. And I think being on planes and stuff like amplifies that. Like being scared. Because sometimes I'll be on the road and I'll get home and I'll feel like I have like the flu. And then it turns out I just have like jet lag.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Also, you're so exhausted after doing all that crap. Too much, but we love it. Matt keeps going to Reno for shows, which he says suck in Reno. But every time he comes back, he's sick.
Oh, yeah. Well, Reno's not the most fun, cleanest place.
Have you done shows there?
Yeah, definitely. Which one did you do?
I didn't do any. He just keeps getting sick every time he comes back.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of old people, he said.
Yeah.
What's the worst state you've ever done or worst show?
Florida.
Ooh, yeah, represent Florida. I'm going to guess it was northern or like the other coast. Where was it?
Where's Boca?
Oh, shit, it was South Florida.
Okay.
No, that's right near where I'm from, like 30 minutes away.
Okay.
It's a bunch of old Jewish people.
Okay.
Is that what your show was?
I did a college.
Oh, FAU?
Oh, God. No, it's in... What's next to Boca?
Jupiter.
That's a place?
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale's a little south.
I think
Delray Beach.
I think it was Fort Lauderdale. No, I flew into Fort Lauderdale and drove to Boca.
Yeah.
And it was like right by, the college was right by that. It was
I know
very cool college.
FIU.
I think so.
Is that there too? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
so Boca.
It was just some school. And it was awful. It was awful. I hated it and I never want to go back there again.
Damn. Were they just like a bunch of punks or just...
They were just like super disrespectful.
Ew.
Like, they were like so cool.
Oh, that would be the worst. You know? Too cool for school.
Yeah, way too cool.
I've never done any colleges.
You're not missing anything. I mean, it's not bad. I don't hate it, but it's just like it's not. Like I don't believe it's a place to work on the hour. I don't even do that much stand up on there. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it. But it's just money.
Yeah, I heard it's good money.
Just money. It doesn't help you with your career at all. I don't think. It hasn't helped me. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's all money. Just
deal with the punks and get the paycheck. Punks and paychecks. All right. Well, then I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah. You don't. I mean, if you want money, then
I do want money though.
Then try it. Try it.
I don't have. I know. I hate having to say this, but I don't have an hour of clean material.
You don't need to.
Really?
You only need like 10.
Okay, I have 10.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, it's like 10. I know they don't pay you for your material; they pay you for your hour. So you don't have. I don't do that much stand up. I do like 10 minutes, and then I play games.
Oh.
Like weird games with them. Like
does your podcast help playing games with them? Like get you in the help your? I don't know.
No.
Anything the same?
No, not really. No. Kind of not really. Like my podcast is about like the star meter and like rankings and stuff of celebrities.
Okay.
Because IMDb, they have like an official ranking of every person in film and TV.
Yeah.
So my podcast is a game show based off that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's really, really fun. But at the colleges, I do play games, but it's like I'll just like rank things. Like with students, like Disney couples.
Okay.
But based on how willing you third wheel it on a date, stuff like that. So I do like 10 minutes stand up, and then I'll play the game, and that takes up like 40 minutes because the kids are just discussing.
All right.
Amongst each other.
You figured it out.
Yeah, and I'm just like dragging and dropping pictures on stuff, and then a lot of the times, I'll say like 85% of the time, I'll ask who has ever wanted to do stand up. And then there'll always be like two kids. They'll be like, I've always wanted to try. And I'll be like, do 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes.
Did they come up?
Yeah, and then I ask their friends, and their friends are like, "Oh my god, this is the most incredible thing!"
Really?
And they crush because their friends are like, "This
They're
is so
supportive.
Cool." And then I say thank you, good night, and I don't do
wow.
Yeah.
Good job. That is like
I do no
very
work.
clever.
Yeah, I mean they pay you for your time, not
keep
not
these
what
kids
you do.
busy.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna go start doing colleges and play a game where I rank things.
You should. I tell everybody who does them, just do that.
That's
It just takes
smart.
up time.
The funny thing is, these kids have like a great 3 to 5 minutes, and then go in real life and just suck dick.
Yeah, but I mean, at the time, I look like a goddamn hero.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of cool that you do that because you might change some people's lives.
Yeah.
For the better or the worse.
Right. True.
You don't know.
Yeah, sorry, whoever I let go up.
If
if your life sucks now, my bad.
Sorry to their parents. That's too funny. All right. Yeah, well, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, just my podcast, the Meter. It's a game show based around celebrities and movies and TV.
Awesome.
So check that out. And at Andrew_Orolfo on all social media.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you guys for listening. And bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to check out my Patreon where you can hear Andrew and I talk about one of his embarrassing sex stories. It's pretty damn crazy. You're going to love it. And like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.